You know, do you mind talking about your, I'm curious about your health. You had some heart difficulties at one point. Do you still have that?
Well, what happened was, as a little excessive drinking, I would say alcohol.
How much were you drinking when this problem came on?
It was a good half gallon of vodka a day plus.
Half gallon of vodka a day?
That was at home. Then I would go out. And this went on for about 10 years.
10 years? My God. And it affected your heart in what respect?
I had a cardiomyopathy.
And what does that mean?
It means basically it's a virus that your heart gets, and it weakens your heart muscle.
Right. And what do they do for that?
They told me I had 6 days to 6 weeks to live.
Oh, and so how did that make you feel? How old were you? Just a young man at the time?
35, I think.
So they tell you get maybe 6 days to 6 weeks to live?
Yeah.
And what do they do then?
And I just didn't believe it.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think so. So they said, well, what we want you to do is, well, obviously stop drinking. And, you know,
Did you stop drinking?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And do some, you know, minor exercises to sort of build it, you know, see what happens, build it back into shape. And I did that, and I had my sights on going out and finishing the tour, because this happened during the tour. And I had to cancel a bunch of days. So I was really focused on getting back on the road. I wasn't really thinking about the possibility of really dying. I didn't care what the doctor said. So I did what I was supposed to, and eventually got back on the road. But I recovered, which is an amazing thing, because a couple of people I know have died from the same thing.
Did they give you a pacemaker for this?
They gave me a defibrillator, like a type of pacemaker.
And you keep that where, in your hat?
Yeah. No. It's right here. And,
good one, huh? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
In addition to the drinking, a lot of drug use?
Yeah, there was a lot of drug use. I mean, at that particular time...
But you don't do any of that anymore?
I haven't in about a year and a half.
Wow. Well, good for you.
After I had it implanted, I went for a good year, and then I started with the wine.
Started drinking.
And it started snowballing again.
So you had to cut down altogether. Yeah, now, there's a picture in here, and I don't know if we'll be able to find it. You and your family, and it looked like you're on a Disney cruise. You have two beautiful little kids, and I'm thinking to myself, you're lucky to be alive, and you have these kids. You know, what kind of lessons are you able to teach them about life and about what to do and what not to do, and will you be okay with, you know, if they start drinking and taking drugs like that?
Well, they're 3 and 5 right now. Between my wife and I, we can teach them a lot about what not to do and what to do and what not to do.
Right.
But I think it's one of those things where we'll cross that bridge when we get there. It's hard to sort of foresee how you're going to.
Now, do you think that they will be, when they get old enough to understand, that they'll be interested in reading this book?
Not sure.
Do you mind if I show the kids? Beautiful looking.
Let's
on
see.
the there, beautiful, yeah.